Canberra for Cam's Mortgage Minute on Monday, December 3rd. Hey, for those of you who follow such things, tomorrow the Bank of Canada will come out and announce its rate decision. It will do so with the Canadian economy at its most sluggish level this year. And last week's GDP data from Stats Canada has shown that the Canadian economy expanded at an annual rate of 0.6% in the third quarter, far lower than the second quarter's 1.7% and well below the Bank of Canada's 1% forecast. Now, could a weak economy, however, cause the bank to retreat from some of its hawkish language about raising rates in the spring and into 2013? Well, we'll see what happens. So, some of the things to watch for is going to be the comments on the domestic economy. As I mentioned, the GDP numbers show an economy basically experiencing anemic growth, and the Bank of Canada will have little choice but to acknowledge, this reality. Also important will be the bank's comments on the housing market, debt levels. As you know, with the new mortgage rules, we've seen certainly a slowdown in the housing market. However, consumer debt still seems to be increasing. As I mentioned, unsecured debt is at record highs. So it'll be interesting to see what the bank's comments are with respect to this. Then there's the fiscal cliff, and what that is it refers to a series of tax increases and spending cuts that will come into effect in the United States in the new year. And global markets have been pretty volatile in response to what's going on down there because basically the Republicans and the Democrats are deadlocked in Congress on what to do about this. Then, of course, there's the global output. You might have heard that the Chinese economy is slowing, and the latest manufacturing data out of China is showing that slowing appears to be stabilizing, and it's helping to hopefully alleviate the fears about a hard landing in the Chinese economy. On the flip side, however, the Eurozone is still experiencing lots of issues, and there continues to be weakness in the economies of the various countries there. And of course, as you know, the US is fairly stagnant at this point as well. The other thing to watch for is how monetary policy will affect the loonie. In October 23rd, the bank's announcement, they had felt that the loonie's increase was being influenced by a lot of investors retreating to Canada, considering it a safe haven. But since then, the loonie has remained relatively flat. So those are just some of the things to watch for and to see what the signal is going to be for the future. A lot of economists are predicting that the economy is going to stay relatively flat for the next year, two, or maybe even longer, depending on what the pressures are. So what will the Bank of Canada do? Well, hey, we'll see which direction they're pointing to. Obviously, as you know, I announced a few days ago that Mark Carney's been posted for another position with the Bank of England. So he no longer will be at the helm. So it'll be interesting to see who's going to take over from him and what direction they will take. And tomorrow may start at least signaling in that general direction as well. So lots of excitement, lots of things to look forward to if you follow the economy and you are interested in such things. So I thought I'd share some of those with you, and we'll see what tomorrow's forecast and what tomorrow's predictions bring. Anyway, it's been Cam for Cam's Mortgage Minute. As always, if you need any assistance with mortgages, anything like that, looking to get pre-approved, getting an approval, have been declined elsewhere, give us a call. We're always happy to help at the Auxilium team, and I'll see you tomorrow.